Ever feel like the world's moving too fast? Mach speed 790 miles per hour, give or take, and yet somehow the strangest things just stop us in our tracks. This planet? It's a swirling, chaotic masterpiece full of beauty, wonder, and total confusion. I mean, seriously, it's bursting with mysteries so weird, even science just shrugs. And you think by now we'd have answers, right? Wrong. Wait, what's that? Not impressed yet? Okay then, buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the wild unknown. How many mysteries? 10,000. Just kidding, kind of. That's too many to count. But trust me, even a handful will melt your brain. Still with me? Good, because what you're about to see are mysteries that mock logic, dodge explanation, and leave even the smartest scientists scratching their heads. Think you've got a theory? Drop it in the comments, I dare you. High on a hillside in Oxfordshire, a giant white horse gazes out across the land, etched into the earth itself. But this isn't just some modern artwork or tourist gimmick. It's a geoglyph so old, so mysterious, that no one really knows who carved it. Or why was it a sacred symbol from an ancient tribe? A territorial marker? A forgotten ritual? Theories stretch back thousands of years, but the truth remains just out of reach. What's even weirder? The horse's shape has changed over time, erosion, restoration, maybe even reinvention, only adding more layers to the puzzle. And yet, despite all the questions, the white horse still stands. A silent sentinel watching the countryside, refusing to give up its secrets. So what do you think it means? Ancient myth? Or just a really ambitious lawn project? Hidden in the dense green canopy of northeast Thailand, 3 colossal sandstone formations quietly rest side by side like a family of whales, frozen mid-swim through a prehistoric ocean that no longer exists. Locals call them the 3 whale rocks, and once you see them from above, it's easy to see why these ancient giants are over 75 million years old, sculpted by shifting tectonic plates and relentless erosion. But what makes them truly magical is how perfectly they resemble massive whales gliding through the 4 sea fins, heads, tails, and all dots standing on the back of the largest whale. You get a panoramic view of untouched jungle stretching to the horizon. It feels like stepping into Earth's memory, into a moment when time, stone, and imagination collided. Did nature shape these whales on purpose? Or are we just seeing what we want to see? Either way, it's one of those rare places that makes you stop, stare, and wonder. What other secrets is the Earth still hiding beneath the surface? High above the icy blue waters of Lake Ringadalsvik in Norway, a sliver of rock juts out from a sheer cliff, bold, narrow, and almost daring you to step onto it. This is Trolltunga, or the Troll's Tongue, one of the most jaw-dropping natural platforms on Earth. Perched nearly 2,300 feet above the lake, the view is nothing short of cinematic. But getting there? That's an adventure in itself. A grueling hike through rugged terrain, steep climbs, and unpredictable weather. It's not easy, but then again, nothing unforgettable ever is. Local legend says it was shaped by trolls, those ancient mountain creatures of Nordic myth. Maybe they were angry, maybe they were laughing. Either way, they left behind a rock ledge so epic, looks like a scene from a fantasy novel. Would you dare to step out onto the edge? To stand where stone meets sky and the world drops away beneath? Your feet? Trolltunga isn't just a destination. It's a challenge, a legend, and a once-in-a-lifetime view rolled into one. Forget the Bermuda Triangle. Did you know America has its own watery mystery zone? Welcome to the Lake Michigan Triangle, a stretch of water so strange, it's earned a reputation for vanishings. Weird lights and stories that sound more sci-fi than real life. But here's the thing, it is real. One of the most chilling cases? A Northwest Airlines flight carrying 108 people vanished into thin air. No distress signal, no wreckage. Nothing. Just gone. And hours later, eyewitnesses swear they saw a glowing red light hovering silently above the lake. Creepy, right? Despite massive search efforts, not a single piece of the plane was ever found. No clues, no answers. Just an empty patch of water with a dark reputation dot. So what's going on out there? Natural forces? Magnetic anomalies? Or something weird? Not ready to explain? Theories are flying, but the truth? Still missing. What's your take? Coincidence, cover-up, or something out of this world? Let us know, if you're brave enough. In the blazing heart of Saudi Arabia's Nafud Desert, where the land stretches out in endless silence, there stands a rock that looks like it was sliced by a laser. It's called the AlNaso Rock, and it's split so perfectly down the middle, it almost defies belief. Two massive halves, standing side by side, each balanced on its own delicate pedestal, like nature's own sculpture. But here's the weird part. The cut is so clean, so straight it doesn't look natural, not even a little. It's as if someone or something carved it with surgical precision. Yet no tools, no markings, no evidence has ever been found. So, what caused it? A rare geological shift? Ancient technology? Some even throw alien theories into the mix. Hey, when a rock in the middle of nowhere looks like it's been sliced with a cosmic blade, all bets are off. What do you think happened here? Drop your theory below. Natural fluke or something we're not supposed to understand. Tucked away in the icy heart of the Patagonian Andes, there's a hidden masterpiece sculpted not by human hands, but by time itself. On the shimmering waters of General Carrera Lake, the marble caves rise like something out of a dream fluid. Swirling stone painted in shades of blue you didn't even know existed. Carved by thousands of years of waves gently chipping away at solid rock. These caves are a living canvas. As the sunlight shifts and the seasons change, so does the color. One moment it's a deep sapphire cathedral, the next a glowing turquoise tunnel. No two visits are ever the same. And getting there, no roads, no shortcuts. Only by boat across. Crystal clear waters surrounded by snow-capped mountains and silence. It's remote, it's raw, and it's absolutely magical. Would you make the journey to see nature's artwork up close? Because the marble caves aren't just beautiful, they're unforgettable. Tucked deep in the sun-scorched outback of Western Australia stands a rock that looks like it belongs at the edge of a tsunami, not in the middle of the desert. It's called Wave Rock, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a massive curling. Stone wave frozen mid-crash, towering 45 feet high and stretching 360 feet long. It's hard to believe this thing wasn't sculpted by human hands. But no, it's nature's masterpiece, carved by millions of years of wind, rain, and erosion, patiently smoothing the granite into a perfect arc. The stripes? Those are layers of minerals laid down over time, giving the wave its wild, rippling texture. It's solid rock, but it looks like it's about to crash down any second. And that illusion? It messes with your brain in the best way. So how does something so heavy pull off something so light? That's the magic of geology. Or maybe, just maybe, the desert's been hiding an ancient surf spot all along. Would you ride it if it moved? Imagine waking up to a world where the sun just doesn't rise. The birds stop singing. A strange, heavy silence settles over everything. It's not a solar eclipse. It's not a storm. It's something far more mysterious. These are the eerie, dark days, real events where daylight vanished without warning, plunging entire regions into unsettling darkness. One of the most famous cases happened in 1780 across parts of New England and Canada. People lit candles at noon. Livestock lay down to sleep. And no one, not even scientists today, can say with certainty why it happened. Was it volcanic ash? Smoke from massive wildfires? A sudden shift in the atmosphere? Every theory has gaps. What we do know is that something blocked the sunlight, and it wasn't the moon. Events like these remind us just how fragile our understanding of nature really is. What else is lurking out there, waiting to turn the sky dark without warning. If you experienced a day like that, what would you do first? Panic, pray, or grab your camera? Long before the pyramids rose from the sands of Egypt or ziggurats touched the skies of Mesopotamia, something astonishing was taking shape in the hills of southeastern Turkey. Massive stone pillars, some towering over 18 feet tall, were being carefully arranged by ancient hands. This place is called Göbekli Tepe, and it might just rewrite everything we thought we knew about civilization. Carved with eerily detailed images of animals, lions, snakes, vultures, these monoliths aren't the work of farmers or kings. They come from a time when humans were still hunter-gatherers. No cities, no writing, just raw ingenuity and a vision we still don't fully understand. How did a society with no metal tools pull this off over 10,000 years ago? Why did they build it? Was it a temple, a gathering place, or something else entirely? Göbekli Tepe isn't just a historical site, it's a direct challenge to the timeline of human development. A reminder that the deeper we dig into the past, the more mysteries we uncover. So what else is buried beneath our feet, waiting to shake the foundations of history? In Melbourne, Australia, checking the weather forecast is more like spinning a roulette wheel. 1 minute it's sunny and you're in flip-flops. 10 minutes later, you're reaching for a coat and dodging sideways rain. No exaggeration, locals call it 4 seasons in one day, and they're not kidding. What causes this meteorological madness? It all comes down to location. Melbourne sits smack between the scorching inland deserts and the icy southern ocean, meaning hot and cold air are constantly clashing above the city like it's their personal battleground. The result? Wild temperature swings, sudden gusts, flash storms, and yes, a whole outfit change before lunch. Some say it gives the city character. Others say it gives them trust issues with the sky. So would you embrace the chaos or beg for a little consistency? Either way, in Melbourne, the only forecast that never fails is expect the unexpected. What if I told you that beneath the peaceful beauty of Yellowstone, there's a ticking geological giant? Sure, the geysers and hot springs are world famous, but the real story is hiding underground. Deep beneath the surface sits a supervolcano, so massive it could reshape continents if it ever erupted. And recently, the magma chamber down there has been rising by about 3 inches in just a few years. Sounds like the start of a disaster movie, right? Don't panic just yet. Scientists say we're not in danger. This isn't a sudden blowout. It's a slow, natural shift, but still, it's a powerful reminder that the Earth is very much alive, and we're only beginning to understand the forces rumbling right under our feet. Picture this, a peaceful English farm, rolling green hills, sheep grazing quietly. And then bam! Enormous craters, just sitting there like nature hit the rewind button to some prehistoric disaster. These aren't just any holes in the ground there. Ancient, around 25 million years old. But here's the kicker. No one really knows how they got there. Were they the scars of crashing meteorites from deep space? Or the aftermath of massive underground gas explosions? Geologists have been scratching their heads for years and still no clear answer. No smoking gun. Just deep, silent craters holding secrets from a time when humans didn't even exist. And that's what makes it so fascinating. A modern farm with ancient wounds. Could the Earth itself have been trying to tell us something? Or did something? From beyond leave its mark? Let us know what you think happened, because whatever it was, it left behind a mystery that refuses to stay buried. Imagine listening to static from space. Then suddenly, a strange, powerful signal blasts through clear, intense, and totally unexpected. That's exactly what happened in 1977, when astronomers at Ohio State picked up a bizarre 72-second radio transmission so unusual. One of them literally wrote "wow" in the margins of the data printout. And just like that, the mystery began. Was it a glitch? A cosmic fluke? Or, and here's where things get wild, a possible message from intelligent life beyond our planet. Scientists tried everything to trace it, but the signal never repeated, never returned. It came and vanished. Decades later, no one knows what it was. But here's the real kicker. With all our tech today, we still haven't found anything like it again. So, what do you think, alien? Hello, or just space being weird? Drop your theory below. Because this mystery, it's far from over. Beneath the flawless white marble of the Taj Mahal lies a secret few dared to speak of sealed chambers, untouched for centuries, hidden deep within its foundation. They're not part of the tourist trail. No photos, no access, just locked doors, and questions no one can answer. Scientists have warned that opening them could be dangerous, that ancient air trapped inside might be loaded with carbon monoxide, enough to damage the very structure of the monument. But beyond the science, legends swirl. Whispers of curses, lost treasures, and forgotten truths buried with the Mughal Empire itself. Some believe these chambers hold the real story behind. The Taj Mahal is something far more complex than a love story carved in stone. So why haven't they been opened? Protection? Or fear of what might be found? Would you want them unlocked? Or should some mystery stay sealed forever? Tell us what you think, because beneath the beauty, something deeper waits in silence. Tucked deep in the canals of Mexico City lies a place that feels ripped straight from a nightmare, an island where dolls, hundreds of them, hang lifeless from trees. Their faces are cracked, their eyes hollow, some missing limbs, all slowly rotting under the weight of time and weather. And yet, they watch. This isn't an art project or a haunted house attraction. It's real, and no one fully agrees on why it exists. Some say the dolls were hung to keep evil spirits away, protection against something far more sinister. Others whisper about a darker past, a drowning, a haunting, a man who started it all and claimed the dolls spoke to him. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure. This is not your average tourist stop. It's eerie, it's disturbing, and it leaves every visitor asking the same question: why does it feel like something is watching you back? Would you dare set foot on the island of dolls? Let us know below if you'd make the trip. In 1987, Chicago viewers witnessed one of the strangest moments in television history. Live broadcast suddenly hijacked by a masked figure dressed as Max Headroom, the glitchy digital TV personality from the 80s. No warning, no explanation. Just static, then chaos. The mysterious figure rambled in distorted nonsense, danced around in front of a swirling background, and even made bizarre references that no one fully understood. It only lasted a few minutes, but it was enough to leave viewers stunned and creeped out. Authorities, including the FCC and FBI, launched an investigation. But guess what? They never caught the person. No fingerprints. No trace, nothing. Whoever pulled it off vanished like a ghost in the signal. Was it just a twisted prank? A form of media protest? Or something far more deliberate? Even after all these years, the Max Headroom hack remains unsolved. And the eeriest part? It could technically still happen again. So who do you think was behind the mask? And why did they do it? Scattered across the lush jungles and quiet plains of southern Costa Rica lie over 300 massive stone spheres, each one unearthingly perfect. Some are small enough to carry, others stretch up to 7 feet wide and weigh several tons. And the most baffling part? No one knows exactly who made them, how they achieved such precision, or why these ancient spheres, carved from solid granite, have stood the test of time, resisting erosion and explanation alike. Were they status symbols, territorial markers, or aligned to the stars? Some theories suggest they pointed the way to important locations. Others hint at a spiritual or ceremonial use. But here's what keeps archaeologists up at night. These stones are so mathematically precise. Even with today's tools, they'd be a challenge. So, how did an ancient civilization without modern machinery shape them so flawlessly? Were these people simply that advanced? Or is there something we're still missing? The Costa Rican spheres aren't just archaeological relics. They're questions carved in stone, daring us to uncover a truth that's been hidden for centuries. Scattered across the green hills of North America lies a shape so massive, you can only truly see it from the sky, a giant animal carved into the land itself. It's called an Effigy Mound, and it's not just art, it's a mystery written in earth and time. Believed to be over 1,000 years old, this enormous formation may have served as a ceremonial site, a burial ground, or even a star map carved by an ancient culture we still know little about. Archaeologists have uncovered copper tools, sacred stones, and human remains within the mound clues, but not answers. Why build something so huge, so deliberate, and yet leave no written explanation behind? Some think the mound aligns with the heavens, marking solstices or lunar cycles. Others say it honors sacred animals or ancestral spirits. But the truth? Still buried beneath layers of time, was it a message for future generations? A spiritual monument? Or something even stranger? Whatever it was, the Effigy Mound remains one of the most awe-inspiring and unexplained creations of early American civilization, an ancient puzzle that continues to watch us from the ground up.